sat there and held the baby and watched the news, and it didn't really seem very real.
That was Cheryl Felt 20 years ago, a couple of days after she gave birth to her first child, a 9/11 baby boy named Alexander. On this eve of the anniversary of the terrorist attacks, we look back at the ways that historic moment affected Utahns.
For one Lehi family, their newborn entered the world in the midst of chaos and fear, but also feeling some hope and unity as well. News specialist Boal spoke with them 2 decades ago, and he met with them again today.
It didn't really sink in, especially on the day he was born.
Cheryl and Josh Felt had only been parents several hours when the first plane struck.
The nurse who had been with me through the delivery, she came in and she said, "I know you told me you didn't want the television on, but I think you need to see what's happening."
A crazy day, but we tried to become a family after that, with our first child.
Months later, Cheryl remembers holding Alex when America went to war in Afghanistan.
And I think that was the first time that I really understood the seriousness and the long-lasting effects of what that would be. I remember just holding him and crying that day.
They named him Alexander, which means helper and defender of mankind.
He's a hard worker, and he's very dedicated. When he picks something, he's going to stick with it.
He grew head and shoulders above his peers. He's 6'6" today and living up to his name.
He is a physically large child to be a protector and defender, and so he has younger siblings. He's had that opportunity, but we always told him when he was young that his job was to protect everyone smaller than he was. And he's done a good job with that.
Today, Alex is serving an LDS mission in Germany.
How are you going to celebrate your birthday tomorrow?
His parents called him to wish a happy birthday.
I probably thought a lot more about it and its effects than most of my peers. It definitely deserves a good amount of respect just for what happened on that day, but no, I don't think it should be sad. Looking at especially what happened afterward, it really united the American people kind of in a unique way.
In recent days on his mission, he helped serve Afghan refugees at Ramstein Air Base.
We were serving meals when I realized that, like, oh, this is kind of the end of what started 20 years ago.
The first few years, the Felts did not celebrate his birthday on 9/11 because it was just too somber.
I think it's giving him something to reflect on, but to build on.
He's doing what he can where he is, feeding Afghan refugees, helping with flood recovery. Those are opportunities that he's been given.
Helping him become the man they hoped he would be. But has that birth date made a difference?
Yes, absolutely.
Because this was their message to their son 20 years ago.
You carry hopes for a better world for a lot of people with you.
For KSL 5 News, I'm Boal.